Hello guys, welcome back to LR Anime. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Flame Emperor episode number 562 based on novel. So let's start. This Xiao clan is really a 100-footed worm that dies without being stiff. Putting those golden thread scrolls back on Bayline's angel wings again, the woman in the white dress blinked her long eyelashes lazily, and the energy of heaven and earth in the entire shrine suddenly became cloudy. Your Majesty, do you need me to take action? Seeing this scene, Archangel Bayline trembled, and hurriedly knelt down and said. She had personally experienced the divine might of the Slaughter Angel. The extraordinary power that surpassed the heavens and the earth was not comparable to reincarnation. Based on Bayline's guess, the strength of the Slaughter Angel today may have already touched the legendary realm. With the protection of that old man Xiao Yan, even if you take action, it may be difficult to capture him. And don't forget, the many forces under the current Endless Flame Alliance should not be underestimated. After all, they are resistant to foreign evils. A powerful force of the clan, if this juncture moves them, the situation in our Great Thousand World will become even more unbearable. In today's Dakian world, there is no Tianjiao of the Xiao clan who are leading the charge, so we can no longer confront the foreign evil clan head-on. The beautiful eyes of the woman in the white dress kept turning, as if she was thinking of a good strategy. The descendants of the Xiao clan must die, otherwise once they are allowed to spy on those things in the past, I am afraid it will lead to a real fierce battle. Even if there is only a 1 in 10,000 chance, the Slaughter Angel will definitely not let it develop. But if this matter is not dealt with as soon as possible, the subordinates are worried that things will change later. After all, in the beginning, it was because I waited for death that it led to the fall of the Xiao race. If the descendants of the Xiao family grow up, the subordinates are worried. Bayline obviously won the trust of the Slaughter Angel and knew many things. The top priority now is not here, but in the center of the human world and the underworld. The center of the human world is too ambitious, and the rest of the Xiao clan powerhouses live in the underworld. If something happens to the underworld, I'm afraid things will fail. Lu Qianying in the white skirt didn't have any good countermeasures for a while, so she blinked slightly. Taking action to kill Xiao Yang would naturally be easy for the Kingdom of Angels, but such an action would be enough to cause the disunity of the Great Thousand Worlds to fall apart. In that case, it would probably only be more difficult to resist foreign evil races. For a while, in the Slaughtering God Palace, both of them were silent. Obviously, there was no good countermeasure for this matter. Archangel, something is bad. Immediately, outside the shrine, a hurried voice emerged. What's so frustrating? Forgot I told you. This is the holy city of the Kingdom of Angels. What our angels should pay attention to most is their manners. Bayline got up, and a cold voice of rebuke resounded from the shrine. And, during the Slaughter Angel retreat, the shrine was naturally a place for Bayline to practice. The Holy See, the core of the Holy See branch under our angel kingdom, was destroyed. The murderer seems to be a strong thunder attribute named Thunder Lord. In addition to this, the Thunder Lord will completely obliterate the former allies of the Xiao clan, such as the undead Holy Cemetery. Facing the rebuke of the Archangel standing outside the shrine did not dare to refute anything, but even his voice became trembling. She knew what that meant. Although the Kingdom of Angels is not involved in the situation of the Great Thousand Worlds, many people know that as long as the Killing Angels exist for one day, the Kingdom of Angels will always exist above the center of the human world. The strongest branch under his command was destroyed. This is clearly someone who is blatantly provoking the supreme power of the Kingdom of Angels. What? At this moment, a touch of earth-shattering anger flashed in the beautiful eyes of the woman in the white dress, and the endless angelic brilliance tilted down like a dazzling starlight, making the entire shrine bright. Lord Thunder? This guy seems to be the new world master of the Ghost World Center under the Endless Flame Alliance. It is said that he has the strength of the peak of the Eightfold Reincarnation, and the latter has a very close relationship with the peerless genius Xiao Tianming in the Xiao family. The next moment, Bayline directly reported all the information under her control to the Killing Angel. Things have really become interesting. I am worried that I can't find a chance to attack the Endless Fire territory. Hearing Bayline's words, a dangerous smile suddenly appeared on the delicate face of the Slaughter Angel. Bayline, you bring my angel's order and cooperate with ours to go to the Endless Fire territory. A white token shone with pure white light, slowly gushing out from the Killing Angel, and then drifted towards Bayline. There seems to be some indescribable terrifying power on it. But in this case, the Endless Flame Alliance will inevitably agree. Bayline reached out to take the angel's order, but there were a lot of doubts in her heart. At their level, what they think and do will inevitably affect the pattern of the entire Great Thousand World. The two archangels shoot at the same time. I am afraid. Don't take action against the endless fire territory. Your purpose is just to capture the so-called Thunder Lord. The divine power of the kingdom of angels cannot be desecrated, no matter who it is. Your Majesty is wise. Slaughter Angel was so concise, Baline immediately understood something, and then quietly withdrew from here, carrying the order of the angel, to invite the legendary archangel, Ars. Xiao Clan, it's really troublesome. Forget it, I have to go to the Human World Center. In the shrine, the silence lasted for a moment, and then the Slaughter Angel slowly disappeared. With the disappearance of the breath of the three supreme powers, a woman with a peaceful expression in the Temple of Slaughter quietly left here and headed for another shrine in the Holy City of Angels. Captain Jin Yarrow Knights, killing angels, have left the Kingdom of Angels with two archangels. Archangel Jenny under the Slaughter Angels, leisurely avoiding many eyes and ears, disguised and arrived at the Night Order station. Just arrived here, she said very excitedly. After waiting for so long, this day is finally here. Call together half of the elites of the Knights and the leader of the Knights, the target, the first town devil. I will trouble you about forging aura. In the eyes of Ji Bo, the leader, suddenly there was a rare moving expression. The holy light of the Queen of Angels will protect you and wish you a safe return. Jenny nodded slightly, and the 10 purple wings behind her waved at the same time. It turned out that a unique power of the Archangel's blessing emerged, blessing the many knights present. Will do. As soon as the voice fell, half of the knights quietly left the Kingdom of Angels and moved towards the first town demon prison, while the Kingdom of Angels was still calm. Slaughter angels exist in the angel kingdom for one day. They will not save the first demon prison, because of the speculation of the knights and the royal family of angels, the first demon prison, the last angel queen, the last child of light and others, I am afraid can't get rid of it. At the same time, the undead Holy Master arrived at a quiet place and told the messenger of the center of the human world completely, and the plan for the next scene specifically for the Endless Flame Alliance was also slowly brewing from the hands of some high-level officials in the center of the human world. However, they will not take action, and they seem to want to use the hand of the Kingdom of Angels to completely eradicate the Endless Flame Alliance. Inside the Ghost World Center. Since the beginning of the catastrophe, the master and apprentice Lei, who had been in seclusion, tried to fully understand the reincarnation. One after another, the grey thunder foxes resounding through the heavens and the earth flickered in the void like a thunderbolt from a clear sky, sketching out a chilling violent thunderous breath, as if welcoming the new life of a certain Thunder King. The earth-shattering movement did not last long. Two slender figures slowly stepped through the void and leisurely walked out of the retreat. Master Lei, Du Chifei. Teacher, congratulations. Du Chifei looked at the woman in front of her who was exuding youthful vigor again, and couldn't help but said excitedly, as if she was sincerely happy for the latter. Once the reincarnation is successful, nothing can prevent Lei Zhu from investigating the family's destruction. The whole way of reincarnation is extremely dangerous. Lord Lei chuckled, his voice full of admiration for Duo Chifei. During the retreat time, the perseverance displayed by this girl, even if it was her heyday, would not give in too much. Half-step 9-fold reincarnation level, half-step 8-fold reincarnation level, these two make the old man ashamed. Not long after the two appeared, the figure of the Soul Eater flickered here. Obviously, he had sensed the change in the atmosphere here, and came specifically to welcome the two. Soul Eater, how is the situation now? The Thunder Lord nodded slightly to Du Chifei who was beside him, and then asked hurriedly, his eyes were full of anxiety. After the success of reincarnation, her most ardent thing is to go to the underworld, save the Xiao clan, find Xiao Tianming, and get to the bottom of the investigation of the original extermination of the clan. This is the only long-cherished wish in her heart, and the only obsession. If it wasn't for this obsession in her heart, I'm afraid she would not be able to resist the various dangers in reincarnation, and she would simply succeed in reincarnation now. The situation is not optimistic right now. The news about the current situation in the world of Dakian is constantly heard from the mouth of Soul Eater. Whenever the word Xiao clan is mentioned, Lei Lord's emotional fluctuations will become stronger. It can be seen that this should be in Lei Lord's heart. The last straw. Xiao Lingshan? This is Tianming's younger sister. In addition to the existence of the Great Elder, they should know about the Xiao clan. I'm going to the Endless Fire territory. As soon as the Master of Soul Eater finished speaking, the Thunder Master looked like he was in a hurry, trying to swept away from the void passage of the two places, as if he didn't want to waste a moment on it. Looking at this scene, the Lord of Soul Eater did not stop him in the end, but he had a lot of doubts in his heart. Teacher, go ahead, we have us in the ghost world. The Thunder Lord nodded, and then he rushed into the void passage with great excitement, heading towards the Endless Fire Territory Station, but his heart slowly harbored some ethereal expectations. Chifei, there is one thing I need you to answer me seriously. As soon as the Thunder Lord left the ghost world, the Lord of Soul Eater frowned, turned, and asked Du Chifei. Senior, please speak. Du Chifei replied quietly. Is it possible that during the period of your seclusion and reincarnation, Lei Zhu will have a chance to leave the retreat? The Lord of Soul Eater spoke intermittently, obviously suspicious of this matter, but there were rumors about this matter from a long time ago, so he asked with an attitude that he would rather believe it than not believe it. Impossible. Retreat to realize the reincarnation. Master and I are together all the time, and reincarnation is all the way, and it is indispensable. Senior, do you have anything to worry about? After Duo Chifei completely obtained the power of the Thunder Lord's reincarnation, both his mind and strength have been improved a lot. Hearing the Lord of Soul Eater asking such a question, he immediately asked back sharply. Soul Eater's inquiry, there is something in the words. Hey, it's okay, I just asked casually. After receiving Du Chifei's affirmative answer, the Lord of Soul Eater was also full of smiles. Gossip and rumors in the great world, let it be natural. The kingdom of angels has no basis and no evidence, and it is impossible to take action against the Thunder Lord. After all, the Thunder Lord's identity and strength are not pawns at the mercy of others. You go too. After some conversation, the Lord of Soul Eater also destroyed Du Chifei to the Endless Fire Realm. Now that he exists in the Ghost Realm, he doesn't need much power. Outside the territory, what are you planning? It wasn't until the Soul Eater was alone in this void that the latter shook his head helplessly. Soul Eater Senior. The big thing is bad. At the entrance of the Ghost World to the Underworld, a large number of foreign evil clan auras were found. Preliminary estimates, among those auras, there is no lack of 9-layer reincarnation or even stronger ones. We couldn't open the entrance, something important seemed to be missing. The next moment, behind the Master of Soul Eater, Xiao Guihua hurried over with a solemn expression. Keep it here, I'll go to the Endless Fire Territory. In an instant, Soul Eater's brows tightened, and a touch of unease slowly lingered in his heart. The extraterritorial evil clan finally decided to do it. I just didn't expect that their target was the underworld full of unknowns. At this moment, the Endless Fire area is still calm and peaceful. The two mistresses and Yaroji and others managed it in a reasonable and orderly manner, discussing some matters related to the Endless Flame Alliance. Senior Yaoji, Xiao Lingshan, Poison God Xuanhe, Phoenix Clan and other powerhouses are all gathered in my Endless Fire territory. The strength of the Endless Flame Alliance is unprecedentedly powerful. But Zuna frowned slightly, as if it was a bit unspeakable. Sister Zuna, what happened? Mu Yingying on the side also blinked her big watery eyes and leaned over. In the courtyard of the Great Elder, there is no Great Elder's figure, only a trace of forged aura. Zuna shook her head, and decided to tell this matter. After all, the decision-making power of the Endless Fire territory is still in the hands of the three of them. That old man, I'm afraid he is going to restore his strength. When Yaoji heard the words, she immediately thought of something. In this way, the power of the Endless Flame Alliance is still a little weak. Mu Yingying also nodded solemnly. Without the protection of the Great Elder, the Endless Flame Alliance would still be unable to compete with the Kingdom of Angels and the center of the human world. If the other party came to you at this time, it would be nothing short of a disaster. Furthermore, there seems to be a lot of news about the Thunder Lord in the space intelligence sales now. What news? Yaoji wondered. The Thunder Lord wiped out many powerful forces, including the ancestors of Tianling. It is said that the Lord of the Undying Holy Cemetery personally testified. Even the Holy Light Holy Sea was destroyed in the hands of the Thunder Lord. Mu Yingying explained this matter suspiciously. Impossible. Mu Yingying's voice just fell. Yaoji and Zuna denied it in unison. I also know that this is a non-existent matter. I am afraid that some people want to blame this feud on our Endless Flame Alliance. While the three of them were talking, in the air-conditioning channel connecting the Endless Fire domain in the distant ghost world, there was suddenly a bright grey thunder breath surging. The fluctuation of the Thunder Lord. This guy, also because of the power of the reincarnation seal, completely passed the shackles and reached the level of the half-step ninefold reincarnation. In the sea of flowers, Feeling the familiar fluctuations in the space channel far away from the endless fire territory, Yaoji also smiled. In this way, the current Endless Flame Alliance also has 2 9th-level powerhouses. Senior Yaoji, the 2 mistresses. Just as Lei Master stepped out of the void, he jumped out of thin air and arrived in the Sea of Flowers, and his smile was filled with a rare joy. Did the reincarnation succeed? Feeling the intense oppression on the Thunder Lord at close range, Mu Yingying also chuckled. This level of powerhouse is very scarce for the Endless Fire territory today. I don't know, where are Xiao Lingshan and the Great Elder? I have something important to discuss with them. Lord Lei nodded, and then turned his attention to the 3 people in front of him, his words irritated. Lingshan is in the inner courtyard, go child. Yaoji waved her hand casually, guiding Lei Master in the direction of progress. Zuna and Mu Yingying looked at each other, then shook their heads. This girl is also a hard worker. Yaoji's voice was full of pity. Yingying, come with me and thoroughly investigate the space defense of the Endless Fire territory. Although she was very puzzled, Mu Yingying followed Zuna and walked away. In the inner courtyard, Xiao Lingshan was sitting alone on the courtyard, and there was a black shadow like a coolie beside him. The shadow was tirelessly flipping through the pale yellow scrolls, as if he was looking for something. Lingshan. Lord Lei had just stepped into the inner courtyard, and when he looked at the woman with a grumpy face, he stumbled and almost fell. Lord Thunder? How did you come? Xiao Lingshan hurriedly got up and helped Lei Zhu up. I just succeeded in reincarnation. I came here just to find Xiao Tianming's whereabouts. Lord Lei's face was full of excitement, and his jade hand held Xiao Lingshan's arm tightly, and even his voice became choked up. My brother. Xiao Lingshan didn't know much about Lei Zhu and her brother. Even after listening to the feuds of genocide by everyone around her, Lei Zhu, who looked at the attitude of such a young daughter, did not have any emotions. After the matter has not been investigated clearly, she will not arbitrarily comment on Lei Zhu. I don't want to lie to you. I don't know my brother's whereabouts, because we were acting separately. But I can tell you for sure that my brother is still alive. Xiao Lingshan took a hard breath, then looked at Lei Zhu, and said word by word. Obviously, after awakening from the Sea of Samsara, they were also trying their best to find the entrance to the underworld and formulate a meticulous plan to rescue the Xiao family. Alive. In an instant, hot tears rolled down the Thunder Lord's cheeks, and the sobbing sound was like a tearful man. As long as he's alive, there's still wiggle room for everything. Don't cry. When Xiao Yang returns from the Dragon Clan, we can go to the underworld. This time, everything will come to light. Seeing the cowardly sobbing gesture of Lei Master in front of her, Xiao Lingshan also felt a tingling in her scalp. Although she is known as the goddess of war of the Xiao clan, her strength and talent are extraordinary, but she is helpless in the face of Thunder Lord's crying face with pear blossoms and rain. Wait, it should be soon. The poison god Xuanhe heard the movement and hurried out of the room, holding Xiao Lingshan in his arms. Well, then wait. Lord Lei raised his tear-stained cheeks and smiled hard. At the same time, just after the scene in the inner courtyard fell, the void of the entire endless fire field suddenly trembled strangely. Suddenly, the entire prosperous and noisy endless fire territory headquarters, in the originally blue sky, suddenly flickered with milky white filaments. The filament of light is like a rainbow light, directly passing through the restriction of countless spaces, like the sound of the collision of threads, resounding strangely in the entire sky. Immediately, the demon emperor of the demon realm, the immortal realm Chang'e, the patriarch of the Phoenix clan, and many high-level officials of the Endless Fire territory all looked up together, but were shocked to find that milky white threads gathered from all directions of the Endless Fire territory. Divine waves that were so powerful that they suffocated were constantly radiating from them. A shred of milky white light filaments that could not be distinguished by the naked eye moved rapidly, and finally met in the sky of the Endless Fire territory headquarters. At the intersection, there was a milky white space vortex, turning slightly. At this moment, Liu Yun, who was standing beside the demon emperor, shrank slightly, and the angel's wings surging uncontrollably behind her, as if trembling. Instinct trembling. Even the 10,000 scales armor, which ranks 8th in the demon world, trembled strangely at this time. That is one of the demon world's hegemony weapons that the demon emperor collected from the beast scales that fell off the king of beasts, and was formed by the fusion of the blood of the angel family, the wise angel. Yun. The demon emperor waved his hand, holding the sky-splitting demon spear in one hand, and protecting Liu Yun in his arms with the other, staring solemnly at the strange spatial vortex above the sky. Judging from the familiarity of the Demon Emperor and the Kingdom of Angels, that kind of power is not necessary for the Kingdom of Angels. Today, the leaders of many forces under the Endless Flame Alliance are all gathered in the Endless Fire territory. Does the Kingdom of Angels really want to start such a blatant war? It's a catastrophe. Liu Yun's breathing became very dignified, and the powerhouse who was about to appear this time was probably countless times more powerful than any Kai angels and others in the past. As soon as the voice fell, they joined the Demon Emperor and quickly gathered towards the Endless Altar. In addition, Xuanyi, Chang'e, and many other strong men under the Endless Flame Alliance also gathered for it. Now they are all part of the Endless Flame Alliance. If the Kingdom of Angels really does not hesitate to die, they will be happy to accompany them, even if they sacrifice their lives for it. Light silk, milky white vortex, the two slowly blend together, and the power that penetrates is extraordinary, as if the entire void of the Endless Fire domain is completely shrouded in this power in an instant, imprisoned, no one can survive. Including Yaoji and Lei Zhu, who are the strongest in the Endless Fire territory, also sincerely felt a sense of powerlessness emerging from the depths of their minds. That kind of power is too powerful, so powerful that no one in the Endless Fire territory can resist it. This kind of power is the power of the Kingdom of Angels. At this juncture, why did they come here with such great fanfare? At this moment Yaoji's smile on her cheeks froze instantly, her eyes were fixed on the sky of Endless Fire. The majestic soul power cooperated with the power of witchcraft, leaning out, trying to hide the breath in the milky white vortex was pulled out. The next moment, a bunch of pure that did not seem mortal, slowly walked out of the vortex. The 4 angels with 8 wings walked out side by side, and the endless divine light feathers set off their power and posture to the extreme. 4 powerhouses with strength hovering in the 8-fold reincarnation stage, and behind them, there seems to be a more terrifying existence, stepping out of the whirlpool little by little. Light and shadow surged, and a figure bathed in milky white light filaments poured into the hearts of countless strong men. With a slender figure, graceful steps, and even 10 purple wings on the back, it attracts the attention of countless people. That is, the Archangel of the Kingdom of Angels. 10 purple wings, the Archangel of the Kingdom of Angels. At this moment, Mu Yingying and Zuna flashed out from Yaoji's side. Mu Yingying seemed to notice something, and her beautiful eyes shrank slightly. Could it be that the rumors of the Thunder Lord's predecessors are true? Although it was unbelievable, Mu Yingying couldn't help but lose her voice when she saw the other party's grand battle. In the Great Thousand Worlds, rumors are spreading. It is said that the Thunder Lord took action to wipe out the ancestors of the Heavenly Spirit, the Undying Holy Cemetery and many other former allies of the Xiao family. Even the Holy Light Holy Sea, which is under the Kingdom of Angels, also fell in the hands of the Thunder Lord. Originally, such shocking information had already been passed to the ears of the powerful people in the Endless Fire realm, but after confirming that Master Lei and his disciples have been retreating in the Ghost realm, this matter will not be resolved. Now that the Archangel of the Kingdom of Angels has come, I am afraid this incident is enough to set off a real storm. Yaoji, I haven't seen you for a long time. I didn't expect you to break through to such a level. Standing on the edge of the silver vortex, Archangel Bayline, with her snow-white long skirt and boots standing in the void, with her angel wings slowly waving behind her, with an arrogant tone of contempt for everything, her eyes locked directly on Yaoji's position. Today's Endless Fire territory, it is really worth letting her take a look at Yaoji and the legendary Xiao clan Great Elder. The Demon Emperor of the Demon World who has stepped on the road of God. The genius Xuanyi in the Demon World. Even the many heavenly realms Chang'e crowned Yueshi and so on, no matter how legendary they once had, in front of him, they were just some insignificant clowns. The situation is not optimistic. Looking at this scene, Demon Emperor, Xuanyi, Yueshi and other powerful people surrounded Yaoji and others at the same time, and there was a violent and aura in their eyes. This guy is under the Slaughter Angel, one of the 3 archangels, Archangel Bayline. Just from this vast voice, an unfathomable power came out, and Yaoji's expression became more solemn. The first elder went out in secret, and only the 3 of them knew that the current Endless Flame Alliance did not have the strength to compete with the other party. This angel is here today because he has something to do. The magnificent voice of heaven and earth resounded like the wrath of the gods, roaring out from the side of the Archangel Bayline. It turned out to make the whole world of Endless Fire tremble slightly. Some human beings who were not strong enough to reincarnate their hearts for a while. Even the blood in the body solidified instantly, as if his own life and death were only within the other's thought. In the silver vortex, Archangel Baleen, surrounded by several angels, stood with his hands behind his back, and the holy fluctuations that dominated the heavens and the earth continued to overflow. Your Excellency is the Archangel of the Kingdom of Angels. Why did you step into the void of my endless fire domain without authorization? Under such terrifying pressure, Zana slowly raised her pretty face, her sharp eyes directly locked on the unattainable Archangel. Her words were sharp, and there was no fear at all. Knowingly asking. Facing Zana, one of the four mistresses of the endless fire territory, Archangel Baleen chuckled, and a crisp and melodious voice suddenly spread from the sky. Archangel. It's really powerful. Do I need to wait for the Great Elder to come out to preside over justice? Seeing such a tense situation, the Demon Emperor took the lead in breaking the tranquility and roared directly. The Demon Emperor's wife was originally a member of the angels. She had made a mistake and was hunted down by the Holy See under the Angel Kingdom for countless years. Now that the other party is so aggressive, the Demon Emperor naturally cannot tolerate it. Don't use Xiao Yang to press me. This Archangel has only one purpose for this trip. Catch the culprit who destroyed my holy light Holy See. When Archangel Baleen heard the words Great Elder, the angel's wings flickered slightly behind him, as if she instinctively felt some fear. The elders of the Xiao clan, and even the talented geniuses of the Xiao clan, I am afraid that not many people know the horror of the latter better than her. Catch the Thunder Lord. Listening to the other party's absurd remarks, Zana Yaoji and others all looked at each other in dismay, and some bad thoughts emerged. With the acting style of the Kingdom of Angels, no matter whether Lei Zhu has done it or not, it may be difficult to protect Lei Zhu today. If you want to add guilt, there is nothing to worry about. Catch me. The Thunder Lord in the inner courtyard below had a surprised look on his face, and was puzzled by the words of the Archangel. Have you ever violated the Kingdom of Angels? Why does the Kingdom of Angels target themselves? Could it be that thing? Is it true? After the shocking voice was scattered, the poison god Xuanhe frowned and exclaimed immediately. What exactly is going on? The Thunder Lord looked at the two people beside him with a solemn expression, as if they had a lot of things to hide from him. This is a memory light group. There are a lot of rumors about you. I thought it was just something out of nothing. It's just that now the powerful angels of the Kingdom of Angels have come, it seems that this matter is far from being as simple as imagined. The poison god Xuanhe stretched out his hand and pushed a ball of light wrapped by the power of space towards the Thunder Lord. Golem, impossible. The soul power of the Thunder Lord easily penetrated into the light group, and instantly knew the ins and outs of the matter. For a time, his face became pale, and even the beating of his heart became slow. Who is it, who is trying to put the blame on himself for this trumped-up crime? Above the sky, countless powerhouses in the endless fire realm looked at each other in dismay, and no one could tell the difference for a while. Lei Lord. So far, why do you have to quibble? In the high sky of the endless fire territory, as the time for these sacred filaments and the vortex to intersect, the breaths of the majestic angels fell, causing the buildings and mountains below the endless fire territory to fall at will, and the Archangel was silent. His voice was more like a judge, resounding through the heavens and the earth. The figure and aura in the rumors do match me, but that person is not me. The body flickered, but the Lei Lord broke free from the shackles of Xiao Lingshan and the two and came to the endless altar. Even if it sounds ridiculous, the Thunder Lord slowly shook his head. I have been in the forbidden area in the center of the ghost world, and I have closed myself with my own reincarnation. Where can I have time to obliterate the holy light Holy See? There is no grudge between the incumbent and the Holy See. Why do you do such a thing? Although he had already concluded that this was a conspiracy, after a short period of weighing, Lei Zhu shook his head helplessly. Seems to have already made up his mind. This is her own business. With her nature, she will definitely not pull the back of the Endless Flame Alliance. After all, this is the only force that saves the Xiao clan. It is also the only chance for him to see Xiao Tianming again. Even if he is captured by the Angel Kingdom, he must not be involved in the Endless Flame Alliance. It's just that the Kingdom of Angels is so inspiring to arrest themselves. What is the purpose? The evidence is solid. It's not up to you to do or not to do it. Go back to the holy city of angels with me. Your crimes need to be judged by the most holy and pure angelic power. Archangel Baleen had a cold smile on her face, and holy flames swayed in her eyes, causing all the powerhouses present to breathe dignified. It was not until this moment that Yaoji had determined the exact strength of the opponent. 10 purple wings, 9 reincarnation levels. Strange. The 3 archangels under the slaughter angels, except for the one who has fallen in the First World War, The strength of the other two seems to be only a quasi-9 reincarnation class. Why this guy the strength and the wings of angels? Will they be so powerful? Aware of the precise strength of Archangel Beiline, Liu Yun, who was beside the Demon Emperor, was full of doubts. Liu Xing, Liu Yun, Liu Hao, and Liu Qing were originally from the same clan. Although they were under the Holy See of the Angel Kingdom, they were also subordinate to the Queen of Angels because of their status as children of light. Know a lot. As the situation became more and more serious, but the Great Elder was not seen for a long time, there was a sense of unease in the hearts of many strong people. However, the Archangel of the 9th reincarnation level is powerful, but in the Endless Fire realm, Yarrow Ji, who is in the 9th reincarnation level, and Lei Master, who is half-step 9th reincarnation level, plus the power of Zuna and others, can't see it. Have to lose to the opponent. Presumptuous. This is the Endless Fire territory. I don't care what Archangel or Little Archangel you are, I want to arrest people from my Endless Fire territory. Dream. Compared to Zuna's stability, Mu Yingying was immediately furious, and the endless flames of holy flames began to rise, directly breaking the silence. Guru. Following Mu Yingying's resolute words, there was a sense of relief in the hearts of countless experts in the Endless Fire realm. In the past, they seemed to underestimate this mistress's aura. Yingying is right. Now the Lord of the Endless Flame Alliance is not here. If you want to arrest people from here, let the Slaughter Angel come in person. In Zuna's calm eyes, a chill broke out at this moment, and immediately stared at the Archangel surrounded by several angels, and said word by word. Zuna and Mu Yingying's voices reverberated successively in the world of the Endless Fire domain, causing the blood vessels of all the powerhouses to boil slightly again. This is the Endless Fire territory they worship. If the Thunder Lord is so easily handed over, what face will the Endless Fire territory have to stand in the Great Thousand World in the future? What's more, Lei Zhu was already suspicious. What a bunch of stubborn idiots. This seat is under the order of the Slaughter Angel to arrest the Thunder Lord. If you insist on blocking it, kill without mercy. Angel prisoner. Seeing the other party being so difficult to deal with, Archangel Beiline's eyes gradually poured out a killing power. At the same time, with the falling of the voice, the bodies of the 4 wise angels behind them moved together, and the dazzling angel wings cut through the sky, forming an unbreakable light imprisonment, suppressing the Thunder Master with the momentum of lightning. The illustrious name of the Kingdom of Angels, looking at the entire world, there are not many forces that can compete with it. Humph. Witchcraft profound realm. Facing the Archangel's agitation, Yarrow Ji was bathed in enchanting purple witchcraft power, stood up abruptly, and defeated the attacks of the 4 wise angels effortlessly. Good. Do dare to disobey my Kingdom of Angels. Today, let us know the end of the confrontation with my Kingdom of Angels. Looking at this scene, Archangel Beiline's face slowly rose, and a heartbroken smile was revealed unabashedly. Although Killing had entrusted himself not to do anything to the Endless Fire territory, since the other party was so arrogant, what he said was to let them know the divine power of the Kingdom of Angels. The divine might of the Kingdom of Angels cannot be easily trampled by anyone. Archangel Beiline's expression suddenly began to change, from deep and colorless at the beginning, to turbid. A wave of extreme cold continued to pour out of the latter's body, and a proud arc appeared on his face. In an instant, the power of the entire sky was completely stirred by the opponent. The angel's wings waved, consuming all the energy of heaven and earth in the void of the Endless Fire domain in an instant, turning it into a holy beast with a whole body of snow. The sacred beast had just solidified, and before everyone had time to react, the latter raised the giant claws of nothingness full of angelic power, and suddenly rushed towards the Thunder Master's position. Where the giant claws of nothingness passed, the space was distorted, and the majestic angelic power seemed to be able to ignore the resistance of many forces and locked the Thunder Master, and the Thunder Master, as if planning to have any struggle, stood quietly in place. The sacred giant beast attacked fiercely. Even some 8-layer reincarnation level powerhouses were in a trance under such a wave, but at this moment, looking at this invincible archangel, countless powerhouses in the Endless Fire domain clenched their fists tightly. One grip. An evil giant sword surrounded by dark energy stood directly in the void. Su Shuiying couldn't help but say, and directly displayed a monstrous offensive, the punishing holy demon sword ranked first on the demon sword artifact list. How can you miss me? At the same time, in the hands of Xiao Yi, the heart demon Yang Yin ranked second in the demon realm, Yueshi held the moon god sword ranked number 16 in the human realm, and the Shura blood chain ranked number 3 in the heaven realm. In the hands of the lord of the sword domain, the 15th infinite formation map. The 11th ranked Chen Kuan bag in the hands of the swallowing king. the third-ranked sky-splitting demon spear in the demon emperor's hands, and the second-ranked demon refining pot in Xian Yi's hands. Even Mu Yingying's ninth-ranked sacred musical instrument for the heart. In addition to the likes of Yueru Shaoyixian and others, dozens of completely different artifacts were deployed, and there was a terrifying wave that could shake the Archangel's supreme divine power. Bang bang bang! The huge sound that shook the world swept out and caused the endless fire field to become a place of noise. I am a person from the endless fire territory, but not anyone can fall asleep and arrest. The evidence you said is only your one-sided statement. Yaoji's body stood in front of everyone, and the power of witchcraft continued to surround her. There was a terrifying fluctuation that was vaguely stalemate with the Archangel. With the dozens of elites behind her, there was quite a counterbalance. Watching this scene, Archangel Bayline's beauty turned slightly. It seems that the so-called Xiao clan's great elder's breath is faint and puzzling. If he didn't take care of this guy, how could he be so timid? Stop. I'll go with her. The sacred beast collapsed in an instant, turning into countless bright white filaments and falling, and then the Thunder Master gritted his teeth slightly, and said to Yaoji and the others, "Today's Endless Flame Alliance clearly has the strength to save the Xiao family, but it does not have the power to fight against the Kingdom of Angels. The saving of the Xiao family is imminent, and the efforts of countless people must not be wasted because of their own reasons. Even if he was captured by the Angel Kingdom, as long as everyone in the Endless Fire territory could save the Xiao clan, everything would turn around." After a while, Lord Lei slowly walked out of the crowd and walked towards Archangel Bayline. With her wisdom, how could she not understand the tricks of the Kingdom of Angels? The Kingdom of Angels wants to use itself to check and balance Xiao Yang, and even shake the entire Endless Fire territory. The wolf's ambitions can be learned from the world. This video will end here.